Hey guys, Andy here, and I'm here to bring you all things mundane and makeup related. If that's your vibe, I'd love it if you would subscribe to be part of my little slice of the internet. And in today's video, I'm bringing you my December update for the Eyemaggedon project pan. So if you want to see everything I've been working on, what we're rolling in and rolling out, because it has been 3 months since the start of this project, then let's go ahead and get on into it. If you don't know anything about this project that I'm doing, it was created by Sophie Alexandra, where you create a palette of your choice with your magnetic single eyeshadows, basically a build your own palette at random. You're to use each shade 3 times before you can roll them out. And if you haven't used a shade at least once within 3 months, you declutter them. No ifs, ands, or buts. Or, like, if you want to declutter them before then, of course, do that, because I have already done that. So, where's my pen? We're going to get to it, because we got some things. So, we're going to start with this palette. This has my bigger shades in it, and the one we rolled in last update. So, because going forward, like I said, I'd like to just fit them all in the chart palette, but that was neither here nor there. We have some in this palette. So, starting with this orange shade, this is Give Me Glow Mango Margarita. I had to use this by this update or this gets decluttered. And I am happy to say that I did. Let's see, I did just use it the once, correct? Yes, I used this once. I used it as a powder blush, because I'm working on my orange cream blush, so I figured I'd use it as a powder, and it worked beautifully for that. I actually really enjoyed it, and I think that'll be really easy to get my other 2 uses on this, using it as a powder blush. Granted, should I try to use it as an eyeshadow? Of course, but it's also a big pan, so using it as a blush is not a bad thing. So, it does not have to be decluttered, because I did use it. I know, DW, you were on your edge of your seat waiting for this update, so be prepared. Next, in this palette, we have, this is Give Me Glow Sea Princess, which this had already been used back in September, so this one was already safe. But I used this again in November, so we're at 2 out of our 3 uses. Hopefully I can get 1 more use in December so that this can be a rollout for January. It's a pretty nice shade. I don't mind it. It's actually a green, like a tealy green. I'm not currently working on anything like this. I don't think that that means I necessarily don't have it in any other palette, but I also haven't gone through my palettes to see if I do. Which, let me know, sidebar, once I've hit my goal on these, should I then try to go through my palettes and just double check if I can dupe the shade? Because should I still get rid of my singles if I have a shade that's just like it in a palette? Or should I not? Like, is that something I should do? Should I still keep it even if I like it? Like, what do you think? What do you think on that? And then this little guy down here, this is the Intrigue Cosmetics shade Starry. I have not used this yet at all, but I have until February to do so. So, not an issue. So that's going to do it for this guy. They're all staying. They all need to be worked on. Not a problem. Well, I guess I could keep that out. We might have to put shades in there. I don't know what I'm doing. Now we have this guy. All 9 of these. And all of these had to be used by this update or they get decluttered. All of them. Well, except one. This shade Magical. So we'll start with Magical, because that had until January. So, this is the shade Magical. It's from Pretties for Your Face. This has until January to get rolled out, but it had already been used in October, so I like using this as a face highlight. It's really nice for that. I think that's what I used it for both times, because I did use this in November. So this also has 2 out of 3 uses. It's gorgeous. I love it very much. So that should also be rolled out next month. I don't think have a problem getting my 3rd use, but that one is good to go. Then we're just gonna bop around. So let me find it. So we have Copacetic Cosmetics Flourish. This was already used in September. This was safe. I have not used it again. So now at the top, we have Pretties for Your Face Hidden Treasure. This had to be used. It hadn't at all. I did use this in November. This guy is safe. I did only use it once though. So we still have 2 uses, but it did get used. It is safe. I do like the shade. I do think the shade is pretty. I do want to continue to use it. Next, we'll start here. We'll go over here. We have the shade Taffeta from Pretties for Your Face. This was used once in September, once in October. We're at 2 out of 3 uses. Again, hopefully I can get that 1 use. We have Pretties for Your Face, A Frog Amongst Fairies. This had to be used. I did use it once in November. It's actually in my look today as my inner corner. So this is saved, thank goodness, because I do think the shade is really pretty. I want to continue to try to work on it. And that one is good to go. And last for this row, we have Pretties for Your Face Royal Rose. And this was used once in October, has not been used since, so this is safe, and I love that shade. So now we have the most contentious row of shades, to be wholesale honest with you. So we'll start at the top. We have Pretties for Your Face Pure Imagination, which I said I had to use because I'm not decluttering this, but it hadn't been used yet. I used this twice in November. So this is safe. This has 1 use left, and hopefully I can get that. So we might have a whole bunch of rollouts next month, and that will be very, very exciting. After that, we have, I think this is Give Me Glow? Yeah, Give Me Glow MOTD. I used this once in November, so it would be safe. But I did not like it. I do not like it at all. It is super patchy. The color doesn't build upon itself. It just like goes into nothingness. So I'm actually decluttering this. I used it on the 9th of November and I don't like it. So this one is going. It is leaving the collection. It's going bye-bye. No thank you. So we have a declutter because I didn't like it. But unfortunately, DW, you might be getting excited. We don't want to drop things. Pretties for Your Face shades are, you know, fragile. This is Pretties for Your Face Galaxy. It's a beautiful deep dark blue. Would have went great with this look. I didn't use this. So we also have a declutter because it didn't get used. This has no uses on it. So this shade is a mandatory declutter. And honestly, I thought about adding it to this look just to use it, but that's not right. Because I looked at it as an afterthought and was like, I could use it just to use it. And that's not how we do the project. That's not how we use shadows. You should be organically thinking about them and wanting to use them. So Pretties for Your Face Galaxy is getting decluttered. So let me put all those shades back. Let me get Tiny Decisions up, and we will be rolling in 2 new shades. All right, so for you guys, it's going to be right there on the screen. Let me move over a little bit. Alrighty. Our first shade is going to be... Is that not the shade we have? No. Got it. Copacetic Cosmetics Foliage. Copacetic. And Pretties for Your Face Candy is Dandy. I will grab those and I'll be right back. Alright, that actually didn't take as long as I thought because I'm good like that. So we have Copacetic's Foliage, which looks like a white to a yellow gold. Ooh, very soft. Ooh, it's a flip. It flips pink. Because when I'm looking down at it, it's bright yellow, gold. But then when you guys see it, you see pink. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, so pretty. Pretty and witty and gay. And this is Pretties for Your Face, Candy is Dandy. This is also, just like Pure Imagination, from the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or Willy Wonka, whatever she titled it, collection. So this is another, I forget what these are called. Jesus, my mind escapes me. But these are super special. These are polymorphs. So they're very special shades. So when I'm looking down at it, I see blue with purple and gold sparkle. Ooh. So yeah, I see like that blue base. Here, let's see if we can do another little swatch to build it up. So that's what it's leaving on my finger. Very purple. That is very pretty. I'm excited to see what that does. I will say the Pure Imagination shade looked nothing on the eyes like what it looked like in the pan. That's leaving a little bit of blue behind. So we have until March to declutter those. So no rush on getting those used. That sentence doesn't sound right. But I hope that was exciting. One declutter that I personally don't like, and one declutter because I didn't use it that I just shattered all over my desk. And that is why Pretties for Your Face shades are annoying, because they're so beautiful. But my dear God, they are so fragile. So I was going to put that in a palette, because on my Mercari I have palettes of singles that I'm getting rid of. But now that goes in the garbage. So I hope you enjoyed the update. I hope that was entertaining. That's going to do it for today's video. Otherwise, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.